in addition into the decisions I've made as far as jobs, the positive thing is I know that if I would have stayed at World Trade Center, I would have, moved to a different neighborhood. But then my son's schools would have changed. And I must say, not just because it's charter, but he's had some amazing teachers. And even though they have their flaws and there's things about them that's kind of messed up too, I know that my son would not be who he is, and he wouldn't be doing so well if it wasn't for the schools that I placed him in. So then when I recollect, it all was for a reason. The people that I've met along the way, I probably would have never went back to school. Like, the shit that I've been through, and I have nobody to thank but God. But really, sometimes messed up things have to happen to you for you to wake up and be like, okay, let me go back to school. So when I think back on it and think things over, I won't complain. And it's like, you know what? All things happen because they were supposed to happen. That's the way it was supposed to happen. And once I made that decision, my son's grades started to improve. He started doing good, like from 4th grade until now. He's been doing excellent. He struggled before, but then ever since the 4th grade, just doing excellent. And I know it has to do with me spending more time, not just spending more, I always spend time with him on the weekends, but me having more time with him with his homework and me able to see what's really going on and to have that time with him on breaks and stuff, it's a world of a change. So when I look back on it, it's like, yeah, it was meant to happen. The way things happen, it's supposed to happen. Even if it's a mistake, like I always be like, us as single moms, like it was meant for us to be a mom. It wasn't meant for us to just be single. And that's a real lonely life. I don't care what nobody say. That wasn't for me. It was in the cards for me to be a mother. And I love being a mom. I can't deny that. I love being a mom because my son, he inspires me. He's another reason why I finished my bachelor's. Like, how am I going to tell my child to do well in life and if I wasn't, So he inspires me as well, and he reminds me why I'm here. Because let's be honest, sometimes life could just hit you in the face, and sometimes, we all get like that. Like, why am I here? What's my purpose? And when you have children, that's your purpose. That's your purpose. That's my purpose. That's, a reason for living. So not saying I've been suicidal, but sometimes I get like that. Like, why am I here? And then I'm like, oh yeah, my son. That's what keeps me moving. That's what gives me hope. Because look at what's going on in the world. This ain't good for us and that ain't good for us, and just everything that's going on. It's just like, what keeps us moving? The future, the kids, because if not for the kids, then why? Life is not worth living if we don't have a future. If the children are not being taken care of, right? They literally are the future, whether we want to admit it or not. When we become old and we can't wipe our ass, who's going to do it for us? The next generation.